Hey, what's going on everybody? I just wanted to make a short video and show you how you can use Photoshop's new Generative Fill feature to get some inspiration for your typographic posters. So let's jump into Photoshop and have some fun. Alright, so before we get started here, I just want to let you know that you need to be running Photoshop Beta in order to use this new feature. So if you don't have Photoshop Beta, what you need to do is go to your Creative Cloud app here, go click on Apps, and scroll down here to Beta Apps. And you'll have Photoshop Beta right here, and over here it should say something like update or available or something like that, and just make sure that you click on that and install it before moving on here. Alright, so I have an 18 by 27 inch here at full resolution, and in Photoshop Beta we have what's called the Contextual Taskbar. So this is going to be visible no matter what tools you have open at the time, and what we're going to do is we're just going to make a selection of everything, so Command A or Control A, and down here at the bottom you're going to see this Generative Fill right here. And what's really cool about this is that you can type anything you want to in here. However, the results are always pretty unpredictable. I was playing around with it yesterday and this is what I typed in. It said a whole bunch of random typography. And here you go. It took about 10 seconds to generate all of this. So if you look over here in the properties panel, you'll see variations right here. And what it does is it gives you 3 different variations. So this is the one that's going to be showing by default. And you can click on this one and it'll easily generate this right here. And then you've also got this one right here. Out of all 3 of them, I think I like this one the best. It's got really good dimension and it's got some cool street art vibes. So if I wanted to take this right here and just kind of import this into Illustrator, I can use this as an inspiration piece. You could take this and use it as a springboard to create some really cool designs based on the designs and based on the vibe. Or if you want, because art is art, you could just make this as part of your art and add a couple of things to it to make it a little bit more unique. Obviously, we don't want to take Photoshop's work and pass it off as our own. So what we can do is add just a couple of different things to it, maybe a really cool red box or something like that. Go over here to, well, you know what? I don't think I'm going to use the blending mode. I think I'll just use it as a solid and we'll just kind of lower down the opacity. So like even something like this, you can make it really visually interesting. So if you're working with a brand that has like, you know, something like a vertical red bar or something like that, you could easily just kind of work that into this, and you could duplicate this and rotate it on its side, size it down right here, maybe even change the color to like a really cool blue or something. I'm getting some like Pepsi vibes or something like that. Could also overlap them, bring this down here, and I'm definitely thinking like a yellow. That's pretty cool looking. You could put your text inside one of these boxes, or you could even go something like this. I was trying to make it straight, but why not slant it a little bit? That's pretty cool. And then just kind of make it half the size and do something like this. So as you can see, you can do some really cool stuff with this new Generative Fill, and really you can type anything you want to into the box and it'll just kind of put together whatever it thinks is best. So just to give you a second example, I'm going to create another one, and let's say a whole bunch of chaotic typography, if I can spell it, in a random fashion, because we're so fancy around here. All right, so this first one is not quite as chaotic as I would like. This one is really cool. And this one is just as cool, but I think that this middle one right here is my favorite. It's got some really cool pieces in there. And just remember, if you're wanting to print off something like this, like for your office or something, you can easily do that because obviously, you know, it's going to be hanging up in your office. You're not going to be trying to sell it or anything like that. So I wouldn't do anything like commercially with something like this. It's just straight from it. But if it's something that you like, print it off and hang it up because it looks really cool. But I would still recommend using this feature just for inspiration, especially if you're going to be creating actual typographic poster designs that are going to be for commercial use. All right, well, I hope that video was helpful to you. If you like it, please hit like and subscribe and click the bell for notifications to be notified of all future content. Thank you so much for watching and for subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.